froze to support the people. How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful morning. Hey, yo, check this out real quick. I just want to be real clear about this. We're going to be having some political conversations in this video. So for anybody that's not here for the political commentary, I'm sorry about that. That's what we're going to be doing. Copy? That's one. Two, not only is Jussie Smollett on trial, we have not been talking about this, we will get back into this also. Not only is Jussie Smollett on trial, this nigga took the stance. Yo, I'm sorry. I digress. Okay, so we're going to be talking about Don Lemon. We're going to be talking about Don Lemon. We're also going to be talking about the Cuomo brothers, just so we can be clear. I want to give a shout out to Miss Rondell's Unpopular Opinion. She's actually been all over this. I should probably go check out her channel whenever I get an opportunity, if this is something that interests you also. She's been all over this for quite some time now. She's been saying that Cuomo was going to get fired, and she's been speaking about all of the I don't know, the things going on at other news organizations. I don't really want to call it a thing because I might be talking about one topic and I don't want somebody to latch on and be like, yo, he's calling this other thing weirdo. No. I'm talking about all of the cronyism type shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like that's the bullshit. All that cronyism that's going on. We're going to be discussing that. Also, just so we want to be clear, since we already talk about politics, let's talk about something else that's involved with politics also and throw all that shit up in the mix. I do know about the Ahmaud Arbrey trial, correct? I'm assuming everybody knows about that. Those men were found guilty. The son who actually fired the shotgun that killed Ahmaud Arbrey, I hope I'm saying his name correctly, that killed Ahmaud Arbrey, he got found guilty on all charges, where the father and the dude that actually filmed it were found guilty on most charges, but not all charges. The son was found guilty on all charges, as he should. Anyway, they were already found guilty. They're going to be sentenced and all those things is going to happen. I don't think the sentencing has happened yet. But the DA is now currently under investigation. I think she's already been indicted. I'm not 100% sure on that. And I also want to talk about that for a moment. Because if y'all remember when this whole entire thing first came up, I said, yo, look, as far as we know, why didn't they try him? And then after I was saying, why didn't they try him? Then we find out the reason why they didn't try him was because the DA actually actively helped them to hide evidence so they don't get tried. So that means that this mother and this family was walking around this town for how many months? Interacting with the people that killed their son for how many months? Laughing behind their back like it wasn't even a big deal that they just... So I don't got time for this shit. Anyway, we're going to also talk about that. Shout out to Prince to me. He says, I saw that at the DA. What she's being... She got indicted or she's being charged? I think she's already been indicted. I think that's the way that it goes. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful morning. We're going to get it lit today. Hit that like button and send out some notifications. I've never been a fan of Don Lemon. There's a difference between you and me fighting the same battle and us just fighting against the same enemy. There's a difference. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference. Like, if we fight in the same battle, that means that anytime you hit me, I'm pulling up because we have mutual interest. But if we're just fighting against the same enemy, that doesn't necessarily mean that we even on the same team. Do you understand the difference? I think that a lot of time us in our community, the black community, get it confused when people think that we're fighting against the same enemy and we're fighting the same battle. Those things are not mutually exclusive. You could be fighting against the same enemy and be fighting a totally different battle. So I have not personally ever been a big Don Lemon fan because I never thought that me and him were fighting against the same, fighting the same battle. I just always thought me and him were against the same enemy. If this is clear for you. This is why I say there's certain communities that I'm not necessarily a part of, but I never go against these guys because they're not against my interest. They're for their own interest. They're not against my interest. We just happen to also be fighting against mostly the same type of enemy, if you can understand that concept. So I've never really been a fan of Don Lemon. Let me tell you what Don Lemon did. Jussie Smollett. We have to discuss the Jussie Smollett case in order for me to explain to you what Don Lemon did wrong, so you can understand why Don Lemon is about to be fucked. All right, first of all, he's about to get fired like Chris Cuomo if he didn't already get fired. I'm going to explain why. They don't got a choice, by the way. I'm going to explain why. Listen. They knew they was going to have to fire him also, by the way. I'm going to tell you how they knew. Listen. Do y'all remember when Jussie Smollett first lied and said that he was attacked by some dudes and shit? And white dudes. Y'all remember when that shit happened? What all the D Glass? We got all the D Glass in the house. He says, good morning, brother. Good mornings. Do y'all remember when that shit first happened? Do y'all remember how Don Lemon and a whole bunch of other people went on TV and they was like, oh man, all the way on Jussie Smollett's side. We got to go against all of this shit. That was the thing they needed. They needed this. Remember? Because they really wanted to show people that these Trump supporters is evil. So they needed this. Trump supporter just happened to be chilling in Chicago. Trump supporter just happened to be chilling in Chicago in the middle of the night at 3 in the morning and seeing a black man that happened to also be gay. Somehow they knew this. So they jumped him, they beat him up, they hog tie him, put a whole noose around his neck, the whole kit and caboodle. These guys. So remember when he said that? All these people, that's what they needed. You know what I'm saying? And when I say they, I just meant anyone that wanted to jump on and get against a battle against Trump, right? So, like I said before, sometimes you have people that have mutual interests with you and you're in the same battle, and other times you have people that have mutual enemies. You're not in the same battle, but you're fighting the same person. So a lot of people that was just against Trump, they just jumped on that shit. Because they was just like, yo, this is an easy way to go at Trump. That's why I was like, I don't know about this shit. I said you had to shoot from the rip. At first I was like, man, he said he got beat up. I think we was like laughing about this shit for a little while. But then it was like, come on, this shit don't make sense. Then they go to his crib, they find out, they talk to the people that was actually involved. They timed the 2 people that they said did it was 2 black dudes. Now when that happened, as soon as that happened, Don Lemon recanted immediately. Not that other people didn't, but Don Lemon recanted immediately. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because he's probably already had a conversation with fucking the company that he works for. What is it? CNN or some shit? I don't even know where the fuck he's at. Wherever the hell he was at, he already had a conversation with them to tell him about his liability. You know what Don Lemon had been doing? Don Lemon had been fucking pushing the helping Jussie Smollett with the fucking the damn case, telling him shit about the fucking case and shit like that. He was giving him information. The same fucking look, he was helping. It's hard for me to explain. I got my other phone off because if I turn it on, it's gonna start kicking people. Don Lemon was helping Jussie Smollett in a way that Cuomo was helping his brother when the allegations had came out about him and the women before he got kicked. He was basically doing a similar, if not the same thing, for Jussie Smollett in the beginning when the whole shit first jumped off. Jussie Smollett got on stand and said that he talked to Don Lemon every night. Jussie Smollett, Don Lemon also has recordings where he says he talks to Jussie Smollett every night. For everybody that don't think this is a big deal. Don Lemon is basically being dragged into this right now. You know, we got this thing called a conspirator after the fact. What did he call that shit? You complicit after the fact? Bitch doing this and Don Lemon probably doing things with Jussie. Those ideas. So basically, they're trying to say that Don Lemon was giving him information that was basically tantamount to what Cuomo was doing to his brother. That's why people believe Don Lemon should be fired. And I'm going to say it like this. Didn't Don Lemon just get like $500 million or some shit What did that dude just give Don Lemon? Don Lemon just got like a prize or some shit of like $500 million or $1 trillion or some or $1 billion. Who just gave Don Lemon like some retarded number like that he just gave it to him? Like some fucking billionaire just did that shit. Who did that shit? For all of those that think it matters if Don Lemon gets fucking fired, it don't matter. Don Lemon to make his own company. Yo, hold on. Who just did that shit? Somebody just gave Don Lemon like $500 million. What billionaire was that? It wasn't Elon Musk either. It was the other dude, I think, that just separated from his wife. Well, that doesn't really narrow it down, does it? But you know what I'm talking about. It was one of them dudes. Just gave Don Lemon $1 billion, yo. So Don Lemon, maybe because of his job description, his credibility, I can't do that. But also, if I was an anchor somewhere and they gave me $500 million, I'd just go start up my whole own news thing. I would not even work for that company no more. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I get right out of my contract. Fucking y'all niggas could just buy me. I don't care. What y'all settling for, I don't care. It don't matter. I'm gonna get out of here. It was $10. I ain't peace. I don't even, whatever money y'all was offering me, I don't really need it. Matter of fact, whatever money y'all was gonna give me, set up a fund, right? And I want y'all to give it to that school over there. Go invest that money into some fund. So the mutual fund could grow, and at the end of every year, take whatever the investments is. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom, and invest it into that school and give that start a fund at that school. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Add a couple of schools when it gets high enough. Yeah, we're not doing that. Like, I don't need that bread piece. Like that, I would have been on it like that. Just give it on stack. They gave that nigga $500 million or some shit like that. One of these billionaires gave Don Lemon and some other nigga gave two people $500 million. Don Lemon and some white dude. I think it was Don Lemon. Was it Don Lemon? I think it was Don Lemon. It probably wasn't Don Lemon, was it? I got the two dudes mixed up, right? Who's the other black guy? It wasn't Don Lemon. It was the other black guy, the dude that cried on television. Who's the dude that cried on television? Oh man, I gotta turn my phone on. It's gonna kick people out. Who's the dude that cried on television? It was that dude. I got the two dudes mixed up. Who's the dude that cried on television? That dude just got $500 million. Who's the dude that cried on television? When they was like, I tell you what he cried about. When they was like, Biden won. When they said Biden won and he cried. Like, what the fuck was that about? Who is that dude? That's the dude that got the $500 million. Not Don Lemon. Damn, Don Lemon didn't even get it. Van Jones, there you go. God damn, I was gonna turn my phone all the way back on. Van Jones is the dude with the $500 million. My fault. I had all those Don Lemon. That's why them jokes wasn't hitting. I didn't even feel them either. Damn, Don Lemon. Anyway, so I guess they're implying that Don Lemon might be gay. I think they were implying that Don Lemon might be gay also, by the way. I guess, I don't know. Van Jones is the dude that got the he got $500 million, right? What the fuck is he still doing working for whatever that company is he worked for? That don't make sense. I get $500 million, I'm gonna start a whole media company. Well, now we know that there's a good chance that Jussie Smollett and Don Lemon was in a relationship. I assume all of those guys is gay. What the fuck? I assume all of those guys is gay, man. All of them. What the fuck? You don't assume all those guys is gay? Yo, look, I don't think you could get into that field at this point with all due respect. I think it's harder to get into that field with all due respect if you're a straight black man. Like, that's going to be damn near impossible to get into that field. I assume all of the black anchors are gay. All of the darkly complected black anchors, darkly complected anchors that are men. I assume they all are gay. You know how hard it is to get into that field? It's not easy. And to be a black man, you have to have a certain softness about you to be able to be an anchor. Like, yeah, you have to have a certain softness about you. It's not necessarily inherent that many people see black men that's soft enough, masculine, to be. Think about it. How many black anchors do you know that you look at and think only the old school ones? Because it was a different, it was a different time. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton. We got Liberty in the house. BBN West, the smoking section. Because it was a different time. We live in a different time now where everything is trending towards the feminine in reality. Right now, even we're living in a time where people want to see things softer, not harder. If you go back to the 70s, the 80s, look at the movies we had in the 80s. All of the movies, the main movie stars were blockbuster movie stars. It was like our Superman. They were all super big and buff, right? With all the biggest muscles, right? They're just so we could just do a parallel. The Arnold Schwarzeneggers, the Sly Malones, they was all real big buff. The who played Action Jackson? Same dude that did Apollo, right? I forget his name. It was always how big and buff you could be, right? Now look at our action heroes, right? Realistically, look at our action heroes. A lot of the majority. Look at John Wick. John Wick isn't big and buff, right? John Wick is a regular, average-looking dude that's in shape, right? And get it on, right? Get it in, right? Look at Neo, same thing. Even though it's played by the same character, that's what I'm trying to show you. So our action heroes have changed. You understand what I'm saying? Think about how many of our action heroes now also come from the Far East. You understand what I'm saying? So our action hero, the idea of what our action hero is, has changed. So just the same dynamic about what we accept in society has changed. Before, when we were overly patriarchal, it was like a patriarch was much stronger. The things that were seen as more masculine was the more manly you looked. Now there's like a feminine thing going on where you have to look strong and feminine in order to get the win, not strong and masculine in order to get the win. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. If that makes any sense. I went a long way to get to there. But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. It's just a difference in the way it is. Like the millennials, I'm not even gonna say as much because I think it's been an overall shift. You understand what I'm saying? Like not just the millennials. That's another reason why when people be like, "Yo, it's always the young dudes." Like, nah, it's an overall shift, man. I see them old dudes out there trying to look like young dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but also you can't keep your style from the '90s. You know, it ain't gonna fit in. So I get that also. But I think your style should always grow and change with whoever you are. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all having a problem staying in here? If anybody's having a problem staying in here and y'all getting kicked or the chat is getting fucked up, let me know, please, somebody. Because I always assume when our numbers is fucked up, there's something wrong with the reception. At least I'm assuming that now. Mainly because I got like 2 balls. So it might be the receptions. Yeah, no. First of all, Jussie Smollett should have never took the stand because he knows for a fact that he did the thing. So he's an idiot. He's a complete idiot. He knows he did the thing. They have the guys you did the thing with. You're on trial. What the fuck could you be getting on the stand to say other than we did the thing? Like, what the fuck else could you be getting on the stand to say? Why would you get on the stand? That don't even make sense. So he must think that he can actually lie his way. I don't know. I'm not quite clear what the plan is. I don't know what the plan is. I'm not gonna lie to you. If somebody else knows what the plan is, inform me. I have no idea what Jussie Smollett's plan is. Jussie Smollett. I have no idea what Jussie Smollett's plan is, man. I don't know. I have no idea what his plan is, but it can't make sense. If part of his plan was getting on the stand, it can't make sense to me. You did the thing. You can keep saying you didn't do the thing, but I don't know. I don't get it. Let me know what y'all guys think about that shit. That shit is retarded to me. I'm like, your Chappelle voice. Oh man, I don't hear him say juicy. I don't know. Shout out to Jussie Smollett. I don't understand that. He took. Yo, why do you get like that's retarded? How you on trial? You did the thing. You know you did the thing, and you get on the stand. Do you understand the balls of this nigga? The audacity. What the fuck? Do you understand the audacity? You know you did the thing. We know, everyone knows you did the thing. It's no question at this point. You got on the stand. Come on, man. Can we just throw the book at this dude and keep it pushing? Can we do that? Because this dude just get all the books thrown at him. Every book worth booking, hit him, get rid of him. Can we do that? What the fuck? Shout out to Prince to Amir putting the cash app in the chat. Appreciate you, my bro. Yo, that's crazy. Shout out to Jussie, man. The fucking cojones on this dude. He doesn't care. I don't even think he's gay. I think he's one of them people that don't care. I'm telling you, I don't think he's gay, man. There's a lot of guys out here. I'm gonna say something. I used to get into an argument. I ain't really get into an argument. I got a video on the channel. And on the video, basically, I say what I believe, that there is no bisexual. There's gay or not gay. You either not gay or you're gay. I'm going to change all of that. I think there's three. I think it's the people who are gay, the people that's not gay, and the people that don't care. I think he's a person that don't care. I don't think he cares. You understand what I'm saying? Like, watch them people. Like, there's a lot of people out here that you would just think that they was part of the LGBTQ community. But they're not really part of the community. They just don't care. You understand what I'm saying? And it has nothing just to do with sexuality. It has to do with life. This nigga just got on the stand. We know he did it. We know he did it. Like, this isn't a question. Everyone knows he did it. The two dudes who did it is saying, what up, Jamal Crawford? Jamal Crawford. What up, Jamal Crawford? The two people who did it. No, he did it. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're snitching. They're saying, yeah, we paid him, and then these other things happened with us. He's already got everybody involved in the whole matter saying that they did it. This nigga still takes the stand. This shit is retarded. I don't know what to tell you. They're gonna hit him with all he is. He gonna get whatever the maximum is. They just gonna hit him with the maximum. Because people like that is dangerous. I don't understand. People like that is dangerous. You gotta get him up out of there. For real, for real. People like that is dangerous. That nigga fucked up a whole movement. Lucky Rock says Young Money would destroy Wu-Tang. Okay. I don't know. Shout out to Black Cuddy. Salute to the Black Spades. He says good morning to Jake Fools. He's dropping all of them fools on these. We always love to see them dear fools. That shit is crazy though, yo. That nigga took the stand, yo. You know he did it. Anyway, we want to move on to the other conversations we want to have. This conversation is still out there. We have the 23-minute mark. Put anything into the chat. If you want to be able to talk on this particular channel, you have to be a member. Only costs $2 a month. You can just hit the join button, become a member of the channel for $2 a month. You can do all the changes you want. For the time being, we're going to be having the chat closed for certain reasons. But any video that we get to 150 likes on, the very next video, the chat will be open. With that being said, let's get back to the show. I want to say something real quick about the Ahmaud Arbrey case, if y'all don't mind. And then I want to come back around to this, and I want to talk about the Chris Cuomo case. But I want to say something real quick about the Ahmaud Arbrey case. Check this out. Pay attention. Murder has no expiration date. If you kill somebody 50 years from now, if you're still alive and the evidence come up, they can try you. Murder has no expiration date. Period. So what happens is this. You know how many times people have been murdered and it has been passed off as some bullshit in America? Just in the last 2 or 3 years. Let's say in the last 10 years. Imagine if some of these voices start getting loud enough that some of these cases have to be looked into. Because at this point, all of these DAs that have been protecting people, and we get 1 or 2 more of these, they're not going to be protecting these motherfuckers no more. People are going to be being held accountable for their actions. I'm going to explain something. Everybody's always mad at the police. I was trying to tell people this before. Stop being mad at the police all the time. The police fuck up. But you know whose job it is to hold the police accountable? There's a person's job to hold the fucking police accountable. Y'all mad at the fucking police for shooting and killing people, but people aren't mad at the fucking district attorneys, the attorney generals that aren't prosecuting them. I don't understand this logic. Honestly. Okay, so we're going to hate the police. I get it. I don't hate the police personally. But, I mean, I get what people say. I'm here for that. But we're not going to hate the people that's supposed to hold them accountable that aren't. Why are we on that time? Because sometimes police do make mistakes. Just like sometimes human beings make mistakes. At those times, they should be held accountable. They probably shouldn't have the book thrown at them. But there's other times that people do shit with malicious disregard. And then sometimes people just do shit on purpose. Right? And in those cases, they should have the fucking book thrown at them independent of what they do for a living. Right? So it's the people that should be prosecuting them who we should be even more angry at. Not the individual that's doing whatever they're doing, hoping that they don't have to serve judgment. You think there's police, you think there's anybody that fuck up and do something and say, oh man, I can't wait for them to come serve judgment on me. Who the fuck does that? Nobody does that. Nobody F's up and says, oh man, I can't wait for the bad thing. Nobody does that. What the fuck? So why is people wanting anyone, like, when people be like, yo, if your gang member friend does a thing, you gotta turn them in. What are you talking about? When the police guy does a thing, his partner doesn't turn him in. Nobody's doing that. When the regular street dude who's part of 0 gangs does a thing, the people that see him that might rock with him, they not stitching on him, are they? So we hold everybody to the same regard of nobody. That DA is fucked. That DA is about to go through time. That DA is about to have so many cases looked into that they're going to be fucking swamped down there in whatever county she's from. I promise you. There's going to be so many people that she put away that's going to be having their fucking cases sent in to have looked at that it's going to be retarded. It's about to be a whole turnaround. There's going to be so many other DAs, especially in the surrounding areas, that are going to be fucking sweating their asses off, hoping that something doesn't happen to get them pulled into this fucking, this tornado of bullshit. Just telling you. When you get in trouble in one of them small towns, I'm telling you, it's not, everybody swear up and down they got rights and all of this, right? Nah, man. The smaller the town, the smaller the city, the less rights you got. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. The smaller the town, the smaller the city, the less rights you got. I promise you. Yo, can we hit that like button if y'all don't mind? At least the people that's not getting kicked. Can y'all hit the like button if y'all don't mind? I promise you. Look, I told y'all they was going to try her. Now they found all three of those dudes guilty, damn near unwaverably guilty. There's no doubt at all, right? Of course, they got to hold her accountable. I can't wait for them to send her to jail for the rest of her life. Boom. Because I'm only saying that because if they give her 10 years, that might be the rest of her life. With that being said, I want to talk about this Chris Cuomo and back to this Jussie Smollett thing real quick. That's not the same exact case, but I'm going to talk about the similarities. I want to say something. Chris Cuomo was fired, as he should be. Don't get this confused. The reason why Chris Cuomo was fired is because he was personally going out there and doing things as far as using his position at the company to try to help his brother escape the claims that were being made against him or whatever the case was. So he got fired for that because you can't use your position at a company for a personal benefit somebody as yourself or a family member or anything like that. So they got rid of him. Boom. You got to get rid of him at this point. But I want to tell y'all something, and this is the funniest thing of all of this shit, right? Watch, there's going to be a big turnover, and I'm telling you, shout out to Miss Rondell's Unpopular Opinion. She talks about this on her channel. Go sub to her. There's going to be a big turnover in media. And the reason why I think there's going to be a big turnover in media, just so we can be clear, is because the Biden administration is fucking up so bad. I told y'all this. I fucking told y'all this. I told y'all this. I told y'all this. Who's getting in trouble right now? I told y'all this. I told y'all this. I said all of these people that's supporting Biden now, when he gets elected and he don't do any of these things that they keep saying he's going to do, what's going to happen? The public is going to lose faith in that person. That's the one thing you have when you're a media anchor. Those dudes, their time was coming, period. Time was coming, period. It was going to be this or something else. I'm telling you. And they're coming for more of them. Watch. Almost everybody has scandals. Don't get this confused. Almost everybody is doing something they're not supposed to be doing. Don't get this confused. It's just whether they're coming after you or not. They came after the main governor, right? They came after the governor, took his whole seat from him, right? Right? It was for Biden, right? They were against Trump, right? Not even for Biden, it was against Trump, right? Right? Can somebody tell me what Biden has done for us black people that voted for him yet? Because somebody has told me what Biden has done to make the American people have more faith in him. I haven't seen him do anything that will make the American people have more faith in him. I've seen him do things that's going to make foreign agencies have more faith in him 100%, but nothing to make the American people have more faith in him. Can somebody tell me one thing that Biden has done that will make the American people have more faith in him? Just one thing. I'd be fine if I could hear one thing. I've seen him do things that would make other agencies, no, not necessarily America, but other countries would definitely have faith in him. He allowed the Pakistanis to come into the country. They needed help. He helped them. That's a salute to that. I'm not knocking that. Salute to that. He's going to be giving illegal immigrants, families of the illegal immigrants, legal immigrants, by the way, that are over here, a couple of $1,000. So, like $20,000 or some shit like that. Prince Tuamir says Biden gave us an unlimited supply of false hope. No, I'm not even going to call that because I never had hope in what he was doing. So I wouldn't say that, but maybe from some people's perspective, absolutely. From my perspective, I would say he just, was lying. Like I told you, what the fuck? But yeah, I'm pretty sure that many people did believe in him, and thus it was false hope that he was given. But I don't want to say, because sometimes a person is just trying to do a thing and they can't get a thing done. I want to make sure that we understand that there's a difference between somebody trying to do a thing and can't get a thing done, and being unwilling to do a thing, or a thing not being part of the mission. I just want us to make sure that we delineate the difference between the two things. So, as far as Biden is concerned, I don't think that Biden's mission ever has been to actually do anything for Black people. I think Biden, like many Caucasian politicians from yesteryear that are still out here working, believe that Black people are just gonna vote for Democrats anyway. So all you gotta do is get them to vote for, they're gonna vote Democratic anyway, or they're not gonna vote. You understand what I'm saying? Because we are trained to believe that the Republicans are against us. When, if you remember, the Republicans is just trying to stop more laws being created and stop laws from being, most laws from being repealed. They're just trying to have less government, and the Democrats want more government, if you understand. The Democrats in New York City, I'm going to tell you about what the mayor did. This mayor is the worst mayor ever. Not the new mayor that's coming in. He's not mayor yet. I'm talking about the mayor that we have right now, that's going out. They need to get him up out of here as quickly as possible. He signed a bill where they now put up buildings where people who shoot heroin and crack and smoke crack can go get high. Yeah, you're right. He put up buildings. These are buildings now. This is the new job you have. You can have a job working at a building where you have stations where you allow dope fiends and crackheads to go get high at, and in the safety, so you don't have to get high in unsafe conditions. This is a new job now. Shout out to the mayor that's on the way out. The fuck is his name? De Blasio. Shout out to De Blasio. This is a new job now. But do you want to know where they've already put one of these buildings at? Across the street from a school. You got it. They put the building across the street from a school. So I'm not really a fan of these Democrats. I don't care what anybody say. I think that these guys have the worst PR team, or there's just the most secretly evil people you could think of. Those are the two options. Those are the two options. Because this shit don't make sense. Why in the hell would you put a damn... First of all, I don't want a drug treatment center across the street from the school, just so we can be clear. But this isn't a drug treatment center. This is literally a center for people to go get high at for safety purposes. And you put that across the street from a school. So, I don't know what to tell you. Democrats. You don't vote Democrat, you can't be Black, apparently. You don't vote for people that's putting literal crack houses across the street. Government-funded crack fucking houses across the street from public schools. From any schools. Making government-assisted crack houses. Period. I don't know what to tell you. This shit is not real life. I don't know what to tell you. This shit is not real life, homie. I don't know what to tell you. Yo, am I lagging bad? Let me know if I'm lagging bad. Can somebody let me know if I'm lagging? This shit is crazy. I don't know what to tell you. Government-assisted crack houses. Government-assisted crack houses. Am I lagging bad? I'm curious. Oh shit. Y'all talking, I just can't see the shit. Why can't I see the shit? Dude, they got the shit dead across the street. The shit is retarded. I don't even understand what to tell you. I'm gonna put live chat, maybe. Nah, I don't even think the Democrats practice any type of, just so we can be clear, I don't think the Democrats practice any type of neglect. I think the Democrats actively Democrats just give us band-aids. Like, okay, so the Democrats will give us something that people will perceive to fix the problem, but in reality, it creates 10 different problems. Okay, so we don't want people on the street getting high because then our streets look dirty. So let's create a building where they could go get high inside so they don't be on the street. So now you're making it, you're enabling drug use. And then now you're going to put the building, where you're going to put the building? You put the building across the street from somewhere where you know kids are going to go. So where the kids have to go, in actuality, you know where kids hang out when there's no school? Sometimes at the school. That's something that was when I was a kid. I don't think they do that no more. But when I was a kid growing up, when kids went to go hang out, they hung out like on the school grounds, like outside, like in the fucking yard of the school sometimes. So the point of which I'm trying to make is, it's like you putting a fucking crack house literally across the street from a damn school? How? And it's government funded? How? How is that something? Anyway, shout out to de Blasio. He's all of the things. Shout out to de Blasio. That's just insane. To think that that's something that people want, like, that's racist in itself. Like, who fought for that? Like, that's what y'all fight for? Y'all do that? Y'all couldn't put a center across the street from the school so the kids have somewhere to go so their parents could save some fucking money, and y'all could go hire some of those people that got the fucking daycares in their houses that might lose businesses. Y'all can't do that, right? That's something that you can't do? You can't do that? You couldn't have did that. Instead of making a fucking building a crack house, you could have had somewhere for the kids to go after school. You couldn't have did that. What the fuck, yo? What up, Jay Hodges? He says more than Jake, BBNNETWORK. Like, what the fuck, man? These are the decisions that they make. I don't understand this. But people call me crazy. What the fuck? Crystal Man says you can't smoke cannabis or a cigarette in the playground, but you can smoke crack illegally across the street from the school. That's bananas. But these are the people that because people go into the booth and they just hit Democrat. It's just disgusting. I don't know what to tell you. It's disgusting. Jussie Smollett, shout out to Dog Soldier. He only can talk to me right now because I can't find his name of the thing because I can't lock my computer on. But shout out to Dog Soldier with the $1 drop. Salute. Dog Soldier said, what's on the Jussie Smollett, Don Lemon situation? I thought I got Don Lemon mixed up with Van Lane or Van whatever the fuck his name is earlier in the show. So that part I'm gonna apologize for. I got them two rap bastards mixed up. All of them guys look the same for certain particular, even though they don't look nothing alike. To me, they the same nigga, to be honest with you. But hold on, let me say this. Shout out to Van, the other guy though. I don't want no beef with you. You got like $500 million. I don't want no beef with neither one of them niggas, to be honest with you. I don't want no beef with nobody. Do what y'all niggas is doing. But Jussie Smollett and Don Lemon apparently talk every night on the phone. So I don't know what you would consider that. Like, who do you talk every night with on the phone like this every night? You know what I'm saying? Who do you do that to? So apparently they talk every night on the phone, and Don Lemon was allegedly giving him information that was, or reporting also in a certain way and using his platform, he might have been using that in a way that would have been beneficial to Jussie Smollett around the time that Jussie Smollett got in trouble with that case and was lying. And I think that's another one of the reasons why after the fact he came on so staunchly against Jussie Smollett's actions, like I said before, is because you feel like, you were betrayed. And, why the fuck, why would you put me in that situation? Don't get me confused. And people do that too. People will put you in a fucked up situation and then get mad at you after you get fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? You be like, yo, but you put me in a fucked up. Well, why you beefing on? I thought we was boys. Yeah, we was boys, nigga. You wasn't supposed to get me fucked up. I was helping you. You should have not did the. That's why you shouldn't have did the thing, because we boys. What the fuck? You got that mixed up. It's not we are boys, so you got the right to do some weirdo shit and I'm supposed to forgive you. It's we boys. You're not supposed to fuck me up like that. I should be able to look out for you, go extend myself, and by me extending myself, I'm not left hanging to dry. Maybe I lose a couple of bucks, but I'm not fucked up in the game. You understand what I'm saying? You could lose a couple of bucks in a friendship and it's fine. I've lost bucks with friends that I still have to this day. And if I see them, I might lose a couple of more bucks with them. It's fine. What the fuck? So I'm not talking about that. Sometimes you lose bucks with your friends. Sometimes you gain bucks with your friends. Sometimes you do shits with your friends that's supposed to cause bucks, but it happens for free. Dope shit happens when you with people that you can vibe at a high frequency with. I'm telling you, personal experience. When you're around people that y'all frequency, when you're around other people that you can vibrate at a high frequency, special shit happen. I'm telling you. That's part of the problem. Stop keeping people around you that try to sabotage your frequency. Keep people around you that feed to your energy. You understand what I'm saying? When you in a circle, 2, 3, 4 people, and y'all got your energy feeding into each other, I'm telling you, God with you. I'm telling you, y'all vibrating, your frequency gonna go up, you're gonna vibrate higher, shit is just gonna happen that you're not even gonna expect. I'm telling you right now. If you to ask anybody that really spent any time hanging out with me and doing shit with me, they'll tell you. Sometimes I just be going places and it seems like everything just fall into place. It shit just seem like magic, and we just be like, come on, this seem like fucking magic. I'm dead serious. When we vibrating high, incredible shit happen, man. Incredible. Keep them negative Nancy's away from you. Keep those people that always, keep them away from you. Keep those people that they only want to talk about the negative shit because, they fighting with something themselves. We love them, don't get it confused, but they fighting with something themselves. We got to either try to get them to talk about positive things, or sometimes we got to be like, I got to go do this by myself, homie. All due respect. Or we got to get them on that positive note. So we always got to try to get them on that positive note. But if that shit ain't possible, then we gotta let them go do their negative thing over there. It's fine. We still love them, but you're gonna do your shit over there. That's why the number one people, and this is not no disrespect to anybody, but I don't keep people around me for a couple of different reasons. But one of the main reasons is I like people around me that we don't have to compare who better about a thing. You understand what I'm saying? Because first of all, if I'm hanging out with you, I think you better at things. There's things about you that I admire that I think that you do better than I do. If I hang out with you just in general, you understand what I'm saying? I'm thinking there's things that you do better than me. You're an asset. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I'm not hanging out with people that I don't think do things better than I do. You understand what I'm saying? So I admire something about you. Just so we can be clear. Like, if you see me with somebody, I guarantee you they know how to do something better than me. I guarantee you with it. That's a fact. What up, Mocha? We got Mocha West up in the house. Sticker Queen. I guarantee you. It's something that they know how to do, I'm not that good at. And I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. For real. Keep them people around you that is always something. They always trying to throw water on when you ever anybody trying to shine. They always trying to dim that shit. Get them niggas up out of here. Get them niggas up out of here that's always want to, every time y'all trying to shine, they want to talk about their part that they did in it. The fuck, man? Why can't this nigga have his moment? You understand what I'm saying? So nobody can have a moment unless you in the moment? Like, come on, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We gonna let this person right here have their moment. We gonna celebrate them. And then something gonna happen later. We're gonna be able to celebrate you. And when that happens, we're gonna give you the same energy. We're gonna love you too. So come on, man. We love each other. That energy. Niggas ain't giving it up like that. This is weird. This is like, yo, if you don't celebrate me, I ain't gonna celebrate you. Nah, nigga, I don't even care about that. You know what I'm saying? When I do shit, I care about what I look. If I do it good and you don't celebrate me, I'm fine. I know I did a good job. I'm sitting there like, hey, maybe it went over their heads. Maybe it went over their heads. Sometimes that's why nobody's celebrating you, because they don't understand it. Yeah. Anyway, put it in the chat, whatever y'all want to talk about. Obviously, I'm only talking the green team. If you want to join and become a member of the green team, you can hit the join button. You can join for $2 a month. It's not even really anything. You get to come in here and talk with us about whatever you're talking about. We got 88 people in here right now. Can we hit that like button? Quite possibly get us up to 100. You know what we're going to do? We're going to stay on the show. I don't really have anywhere to go right now. You know, I do like some coffee. I did not buy coffee for me to be able to make. I should have done that. But I do not actually have coffee at the moment. But if I did, I would be ready to make me another pot. So what I am going to say is I might have to go to the store and get that other things. Not necessarily coffee. It's like some cappuccino stuffs. But the store might also have some instant coffees over here. So maybe we could do that. That might be a good idea. I'm just thinking like that. I really be thinking like this. So I'm trying to tell you I enjoy myself. I'm just going to say this real quick. The next female I actually date, right? I promise. If you one of those people that don't want to laugh, don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. If you one of those people that want to sit around and be sad all day and don't want to laugh at random shit, because I actually do laugh all day. Don't get this confused. I'm always in a good mood damn near. So if you're not one of those people that want to laugh and enjoy yourself, please don't waste my time. Because I'm going to be real disappointed if I start liking you and you a fucking negative ass person. I'm going to be like, pfft. Oh man, did I put a baby in her? You ready? Oh man, did I put a baby in her by accident already? Oh man, come on, we can't be happy today. I want to be happy today. It's important. I got a lot of jokes I want to tell. I couldn't tell them shit yesterday because we were sad yesterday. Can we be happy today? I want to be happy today. Because if you ain't happy, I'm not going to be able to be happy. El Perez is top of the morning floors, BB and family. He's dropping all of them floors. Shout out to Prince for me and throwing the cash in for the shit. Do I got the cash app? I don't think I do. I'm gonna pin the cash app. It's Tuesday. People don't really. Wait, it's Wednesday. It's fucking Wednesday, you rat bastards. It's not Monday or Tuesday. Yo, you rat bastards. It's Wednesday. It's not Monday or Tuesday. Shout out to Dog Soldier. I'm going to show you how shit. I just wasn't showing you because I don't. He said he had to ask me. So that was all. Everything that we just said was because Dog Soldier just sent the $1 drop. Shout out to Dog Soldier. So I rolled back on it. That's how you asked me to bring stuff back. What's going on, Jack? Could you refresh us on something? That's how you do it. You know, it was only $1 and I ran off like 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe 20 minutes discussing the project with him. Come on, let's go. I already know what it is. Put it in the chat though. For real. Don't waste my time, man. I don't want to be, because whoever I start dating, I want to spend a lot of time with them. And if we can't laugh and joke and be happy, I'm going to be really upset. I mean, I'm going to be like, I should have stayed single and shit. All by myself. All of this. All I wanted was laughs. I wanted all of the laughs in the vagina. But all of the laughs. Oh, man. I want to do funny voices all day. I want to just say things. Don't make much sense. What we talking about? Put it in the chat. But watch, there's gonna be a lot of anchors being removed that was going for Biden. Biden and them is a wrap. Don't let anybody lie to me. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Watch. Watch watch more Democratic pundits, or pundits who usually lean Democrat, get more situations going on with them. Watch. Shout out to John Hodges with the $10 drop. He says, Jay Hodges for the content lives. Slapping haters. Jay Hodges loves slapping haters. Jay Hodges says, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? He said it twice, red bastards. Smack, smack. Shout out to Jay Hodges, all of the smacks. Who's next? We got 91 people in the chat. Can we hit that like button? Send out some notifications. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? I swear I wish I had bought some coffee and shit, a dumbass. I just been buying coffees and shit, I'm a dumbass. Oh, man. I've been rapping a lot lately. I'm starting to feel that. The fire coming back. Okay, we're gonna do some stuff. Might go live today. We gotta do the Full Banger interview. I don't got no images. See, that's the problem. I need images of some kind. Should I just do Treyway images, I guess? But I guess I'll do something. I'll figure something out. I gotta figure something out. I don't know what to do with that. We got 92 people here. Y'all really don't want to hit that like button, right? Is the reception that bad, or y'all just like, no, we like watching you lately, Jay, but you just haven't been a, well, likes are free. Hit the like button, man. Come on. Fuck it. I think there's like some real big thing where people say, we don't like it for YouTube content creators says hit the like button. But then when you do YouTube and you speak to the people that actually run the whole platform and shit like that, the actual YouTube Google people, they say, yo, you're supposed to tell people to hit the like button. So everybody says hit the like button on every single channel. I don't even understand how people get knocked for saying hit the like button. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, that's the most hater shit in the world, to say that another nigga can't tell somebody to like their shit. Like, know how much of a hater shit that is? Like, that's a hater shit. You can't even tell other people that they like, that's some super hater shit. That's some super reverse psychology, trying to get a nigga to not like their own shit by being scared to tell other people that their shit is worth liking. Like, what the fuck? No, nigga, my shit is worth liking. Hit the button. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Niggas be falling for all type of different shit. That's all I be trying to say. Like, this shit is just super wild. Like, we be like, yo, that nigga be over there begging for like, what are you talking about? YouTube literally says that you should tell your community to hit the like button because it helps your channel. What the fuck? Every single platform says that. I don't understand people. I don't know. We already had about 500 to 600 people in here. We got 31 likes. People do pay channels for messy gossip, not real talking commentary. That's a fact. But I'm not even talking about money at this point. I'm just asking people to hit the like button. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. Anyway, I don't get it. honestly, I don't get it. Like, people will watch a channel and be like, I sit here and I watch this channel, but fuck that nigga, I don't like him enough to hit the like button. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it. You understand what I'm saying? What the fuck do I know, though? I don't get it. What the fuck do I know? I guess it still makes sense. Just because I don't understand it, that doesn't mean it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to a shitload of people, so maybe it's something I don't get. Maybe I'm the one that don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it makes perfectly good sense. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, fuck that shit. Let's get back to the content. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Just some shit I just noticed. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I'm just going to say, so I was watching somebody else's channel, right? And so people will come in, and I would never see the likes go up. And I was just, like, sitting there watching the shit. Like, people were coming in, and it wasn't me. And people was just coming in, and they were engaging. And they was doing the shit that they were supposed to be doing, and it was very engaging. You know what I'm saying? It was a pretty good chat. And nobody was hitting the like button. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't understand that shit. And I just didn't understand it. So I say that for the same thing here. Like, so it's not nothing that I'm going through that nobody else is going through. I think a ton of people are going through it. I'm saying that I don't understand it. That's what I'm saying. If anybody be like, yo, this nigga's complaining, but no, it's just an observation that I make. I can make observations. Every time I make an observation, it's not complaining. It's a shame that is the perception that is taken. So that means that I can't talk. Because anytime I say anything critical, people are going to say he's complaining, when in reality, I'm just pointing out something that makes perfectly good sense. We're all going to different Black YouTube content creators' pages. How are you not immediately hitting the like button to support a Black business? Like, that doesn't even make sense. So even if you don't like the person, as long as the person isn't doing something damaging, you're in there converting, you're in there enjoying the person's channel, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? It's another Black YouTube content creator. That's another way for you to be able to support a Black person. That's what I'm saying. It's another way to support a minority. You don't even have to do nothing with money. It's not that hard. You're actually telling YouTube to pay me. When you hit the like button, boom. You're saying, YouTube, pay this guy. Boom. So that's basically what the like button does, by the way. YouTube, pay this guy. Boom. So you don't want to do a drop. All you got to do is hit the like button every single time you see the video. Bam. You know what? Let me just go to BBN fucking page and just run down some of his videos. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to tell YouTube to pay this nigga. You can do that to any YouTube content creator if you want them to start making money. Jamal Crawford said that's free. I'm stay giving out free game. The shit, I don't got no choice at this point. I don't got no choice at this point. But you don't have to worry about it, because the only people that even know to use it is the people that's lying to y'all. So the people that's lying to y'all are the only people that know to use it. The individuals that believe the lies, they busy not even taking the advice. The only people that take my advice are the people that's lying to y'all, saying, I don't know what I'm talking about. They take all of my advice. Every single stitch of my advice I give out, they take it. It's the people that they lie to that don't know to take the advice. And that's why all of their channels, none of their channels are doing good. Every single person that came over here, I'm going to say something on the low. I'm going to put you on the game. Every single person that came over here and was like, yo, Jack, and started trying to ask me for help to try to get their channel, that I gave 100% free advice to, with the exception of a couple of people, right? I'm not going to say every single people. I'm going to say some people, but I'm not going to say no names, because I'm not trying to put a spotlight on anybody. I just want to point something out. There are quite a few people that they came over here, they asked me for advice. Some even paid me, some people wanted to pay me. I gave them advice, but they listened to the people that were saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. So they didn't even take my advice. They didn't even take it. Because they listened to the people that were saying that I'm a fraud. They was listening to people that were saying I was scamming or whatever. So I gave them advice they didn't even take. Then when they didn't take my advice, nothing good happened. So there's people that I gave absolutely grade A super advice to that didn't take the advice. They got a podcast. I think they up to like 100 and something episode. They can't even get like 3-4 views on their fucking podcast for like 5-6 days. They just chose not to take my advice, and they chose to agree or side with the people that was telling them that I was doing whatever I was doing, be on their channel and everything. So shout out to that shit. So that's what people do. That's what I'm trying to say. I've been giving free advice forever. People don't take my, but the niggas that lie to them take all of my advice. Every single bit of my advice. They take every single bit of my advice. The people that lie to y'all and tell y'all I don't know what I'm doing, they take all of my advice. I be watching them. And people be that. I told people to stop sending me their shit for that specific reason. Because now it's just bananas now that these people are saying that I don't know what I'm talking about, telling everybody I'm a scammer, but they do 100%, they try to do 100% of everything that they see me do. And 100% of everything that I tell y'all should be doing. They're doing it. The haters. Not even the haters, the select 3 or 4 that got everybody else tricked. They're doing it. I'm telling you they're doing it because I'm watching them do it. Is what it is. That's why they gotta make sure that nobody hits likes on the button, because then if more people even see what I'm doing, they're gonna be somebody's gonna open their eyes and be like, yo, these niggas is really copying off you while they telling everybody else that everything you're doing is bad. But they copying off of everything you do. Somebody else is gonna put it 2 and 2 together finally, and sooner or later somebody's gonna have the balls to stick up for themselves or the balls to acknowledge that these niggas is faking. But, you know, so nobody has the balls except for me to acknowledge that these niggas is faking. What you gonna do? Jamal Corey says, I pull up to a page while multitasking, forget to like into the topic when I hear that like I do. Exactly. I appreciate you, Jamal Crawford. I said that shit the other day. I said I pulled up on a page, on my own page, and I had forgot to hit the like button too until one of y'all put it. And I said, oh man, I forgot to hit the like button. It happens. That's why we're supposed to say, that's why YouTube tells us that we're supposed to say, fucking hit the like button. Sometimes people just forget. That's why when I say hit the like button 3 or 4 times and nobody hit the like button, we got an incredible number in here. It's not because somebody forgot. It's just simply you just don't want to hit the like button. It's like, what the fuck? What y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. We got 67 minutes. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. I don't care. Put it in the chat. Pin what? Hit the like button. I ain't gonna play with it. It was a great idea, okay? It's pinned. It was a good idea. What the fuck am I gonna say? Shout out to Mocha. Every single channel says hit the like button. That's why I keep trying to say, when people be like, yo, why people begging for likes? Those are people that either get a whole bunch of likes and they just hating on other people, or people that don't get no likes at all, so they hating on other people. What kind of sense does it make that somebody cares that another channel is getting likes? It doesn't even matter. What? Think about that for a minute. Just imagine you walking down the block and a nigga getting upset that somebody else said you had focus on some fly shoes. Just think about that for a minute. The next time you hear niggas saying somebody begging for likes, think about that. Think about how you walking down the block and some other nigga, you just standing there minding your business, and some nigga standing next to you look at some other nigga and say, oh, he think his shoes is so dope. What the fuck are you talking about? Why do you care? What do you care if somebody else likes the nigga's shoes? What's going on with you? This is crazy, yo. Like, yo, what's going on with you? Why do you care that somebody like that got shoes? I'm just saying, man. He think he's so fly. He think everybody like his shoes. How is this a point of contention with you? This is really something you're beefing over? You want somebody to look at your shoes? Your shoes ain't that great, but I can see why you mad, I guess. The fuck? This is weird. But y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Chris Cuomo getting fired, though. They got the Cuomo brothers up out of there. Shout out to Miss Rondell's Unpopular Opinion. She been talking about that shit for about a year now. They got them Cuomo brothers up out of there. They said, yo, you niggas is a dub. You niggas gotta go. He is not fucking with you niggas. And Cuomo brothers was like, why? He was like, look, man, niggas, we don't fuck with you niggas. You niggas gotta go. But their family was powerful. For everybody that don't know, their father was the governor like since the 80s or some shit. So like their family was pretty powerful. For them to be removed the way that they was just removed from their family was pretty powerful. They had a pretty powerful family. That's telling me them being removed like that tells me that there's a lot of other shit going on also, way behind the scenes, politics shit. You understand what I'm saying? Not that I care to get involved with it, but that's what that tells me. I would love to be on a panel with some people that is really, really deep into this so I can ask them some questions and find out more about this. That's the reason to go on a panel for me. Like, I don't want to go on a panel to talk about what I know, but I would love to go on a panel where I could be in a conversation with some people that know some stuff that I don't know. Then if they want to ask me about some stuff that I know, I'm fine with that also. But I would love to be on the panel for those reasons. I don't want to be, like, I'm not clickbaiting. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I remember when the whole shit happened with me and the shit in the street with the fight and all that. We had people that was like, yo, come and interview you. I want to interview you. Why? Like, that's not what I do. Like, why would I do it now? You understand what I'm saying? Like, we do something different. That's what I be trying to explain to people sometimes. So, like, just because you see a person doing something well, that doesn't mean necessarily that that's what they do. They might do a different thing. And we got to respect that also. And there's nothing wrong with that. Let them do that thing that they actually do. They might not be doing the thing that you think that they're doing, if that makes any sense. Anyway, what y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Oh, man, my bad. What do y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Who think Jussie Smollett and Don Lemon was banging? I just want to ask that question. I wish I could do a poll right now. I can't. Who thinks that Jussie Smollett and Don Lemon might have been banging? I'm curious. Jussie Smollett was like, they be calling each other after Don Lemon's show every night. Don Lemon's show go off like 1 in the morning or some shit like that, right? So when do Don Lemon's show go off? So you talking to this nigga every night like this at 1 in the morning? Like, what the fuck is going on with that? Cause somebody explain to me what's going on with that. Every morning you talking to this dude like this. What the fuck is going on with that? Anybody know? I want to know. Who you think they was banging? They might have been banging, man. Yo, did y'all hear what happened to the CEO of PlayStation? I was just about to make a joke, right? But the joke made me think about this. Not the fact that those was 2 gay men. But did y'all just hear what happened with one of the CEOs from PlayStation? I don't think they were banging. Don Lemon just got married to a man recently. Jussie was a friend to Don. He might have been banging. It might have been banging. I don't care what nobody say. They might have been banging. There might have been some hardcore ramming going on. Jussie Smollett. I'm just saying, man. This dude is a whole got lynched by some black dudes on purpose and blamed it on white dudes, nigga. I don't trust nothing that come out of his mouth. I mean, maybe they weren't banging. But hold on, let me say this real quick. I was about to make a joke about text messages. And when I was about to make that joke, I'm not going to make that joke because I'm transitioning to another story that I wanted to tell you about the other day. And this story is, did you hear about the CEO for PlayStation? There's a CEO for PlayStation that just got caught trying to text in a minor, trying to get a minor to come over for sexual shit. There's a CEO for PlayStation that just got caught trying to get a minor to come over for some sex shit. Nigga got busted. Did y'all hear about that? Yeah, I was about to make a joke. A Jussie Smollett um, joke about pictures he sent. Don Lemon. This shit, but then I remembered about this shit. Did y'all hear about that? Did y'all hear about that? Did I just put people on a game? Did anybody else hear about this? There is a CEO. I'll pull up the fucking name real quick. Tell you exactly what happened and shit. Hold on. I'm trying not to use the phone because I think this shit be fucking with the thing. Boom. Also turn this shit off. Boom. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it was the Sony fired the dude. Hold on. Let me tell you what happened. So Sony fired the dude. He was allegedly caught in a pedophile sting. They pulled up to the crib. I saw the fucking video footage. The dude's name is so he in trouble. He was a senior vice president for the team behind PlayStation. His name was George Casipio. I think it's Casipio. I think it's Casipio. They're saying he was a top Sony executive. He's been fired for he allegedly caught in an amateur pedophile sting based on YouTube. So there was just some YouTube content creator guys that caught him. It wasn't even the police or nothing. Just some. Could we clap it up for the motherfuckers that caught him? Out here exposing the fucking pedophiles. Expose them niggas. Them niggas all eat a dick. For real. Hold on. I didn't spit nothing out. Just don't want nobody to think I'm over here spitting on the floor. I'm 100% not spitting on the floor. I did not spit anything out. I don't have none. I'm mute. Oh, here we go. It's not a drink. I wonder why they think I'm spitting on the floor like we're gonna be talking. So you don't think they were banging? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these guys at all. To be honest with you. But yeah, CEO, the dude, Casipio, whatever I just said that dude's name was, he was just caught messing around with some. They caught him amateur niggas. Shout out to those guys. Clap it up for those guys. They just got caught. So shout out to all that shit. That energy. I don't know what else to say in regards to that. That energy. That's the energy we need to have for the rap bastards. It used to be too lenient on a lot of shit. These dudes be knowing who all of these guys is on the low. So don't get tricked. These dudes be knowing who all these guys is on the low. Don't be tricked. They bosses be knowing what them niggas be into with the whenever you see these dudes get caught, they bosses be knowing what they be into. 9 times out of 10, they probably be somewhere like, yo, look, man, don't get caught. We ain't got time for this. If you get caught, you on your own. You already know how it go. You get caught, you on your own, homie. We ain't got time for this. Same thing that they told Casanova. Companies do tell these niggas that all the time. But you think Subway probably told Jared? You don't think Subway probably knew that they could have been, I'm not saying that they knew, but you don't think that there wasn't somebody at Subway that might have knew or heard that there might be a possibility that there could be some weirdo shit happening? You know what I'm saying? You look, Jared, we don't do this or we don't do that. Yeah, any story that's gonna affect the stock market, they'll fire you. Boom. Jared was up out of there. You see what happened to Papa John? They got him up out of there immediately. They said, we're not even playing with you, homie. Nope. We get it. We get it. Bye-bye. We 100% get it. But what else you gonna expect? What else you gonna expect? With all due respect, you have these companies who right now the way that the government, the way the public turns on brands at this point, you might not want that to happen to you. Remember what Gucci and them was doing a couple of years back? I don't think Gucci and them would do that right now. You know how they was coming out with that racist shit on purpose to make it like a big funk about their brand or whatever? I don't think they would do that right now. But a couple of years ago, remember when they was coming out with, they was putting the little black boy in the shirt with the monkey shirt and shit like that, and was doing things along those lines? I don't think they would do, I don't know who that was. I'm not saying that was Gucci. I think that was H&M. But I think Gucci also had like a situation that they was involved with about some bullshit that had happened when people was like, stop buying Gucci. But the part in which I'm trying to make is, I don't think they would make those mistakes right now. I don't think they would cross those lines. I don't think they would come up to those lines right now. I don't think they would approach those lines right now. I just don't think that that's something that would happen. That's just my opinion, because of the way, the climate that we currently live in America. We're finally at a point where people are actually doing investigations into shit previously that people wouldn't even have investigations in. And I think that's a step. And I get it that that's not enough, because it's not enough. But I think that that's a step. And that's something that I appreciate. And I think that that's something that everybody should appreciate more. That before now, we had situations where people wouldn't even be able to be held accountable. Mocha West says our black dollars support all those racist brands. First of all, I want us to just be clear that we call these things brands, but in reality, they're just the names of families. Walmart, that's a family. Gucci, that's a family. Balenciaga, I believe they're a family also, right? Louis Vuitton, that's a family, right? All of these is families, right? Walgreens, that's a family, right? McDonald's, that's a family, right? So what we have to understand is that all of these brands, these are that we call in, these are actually families. These are whole entire families that we're talking about. Why are we not building our brands up in such a manner? You know what happened? Because when we were having the Car Canines of the world, what happened? They bought the brand from us. I don't know why we sold it, but they bought the brand from us, right? When we was having the Cross Colors of the world, even though that wasn't a family name, that was a black brand, right? Allegedly, right? When they were selling all of our brands back, we just make our brands up to sell them back. Nobody holds on to their brands. Nobody, how many Tyler Perrys do we actually have? That's why I'm trying to tell you, BBN is a brand. I don't never plan on selling BBN. I don't care what the fuck happens. If our brand go up, we go up. I'm not selling BBN. BBN is forever going to be this brand, period. If you support BBN, you support actual free speech, real free speech. I get it that people don't understand what free speech is. People really think free speech is the ability to say anything that they want without any type of being held accountable for their words. Because a person will do a thing and get in trouble for what they say, and then they say, but I thought there was free speech. Yes, free speech allowed you to say the thing. Free speech was not freedom from consequence. And I think that that's the misconception that people try to have. They believe that since they have the ability to say anything that they want, they also should have the ability to get away with whatever they decide to say. And that's not the way that the world works. First of all, the Bible, Most High, says that we're going to be held accountable for every word that we speak. So therefore, at the day of our death, when we die and we go into wherever we're going, and this is something that I do believe, we have to be held accountable for the words in which we speak. That's another reason why I suffer that you stop speaking so much negativity into other people's lives as much as your own. Stop telling people about how much you hate people. Stop doing hateful things to people. Stop lying on people. You're going to be held accountable for all of those words. If you believe in the Most High, you believe in this. Now, with that being said, one of the problems that we actually have is people are going to be held accountable for all of their words. And what people tend to do is they tend to use those words to be harmful rather than be constructive. Let's build with our words. If we're held accountable for all of our words and we're using our words to build rather than to destroy, then we don't have to worry about what our words is going to mean after we die. We're not going to have to worry about what we're going to be held accountable for. Think about that the next time you decide to speak negatively about a person, the next time you decide to spread gossip or lies, the next time you decide to hold yourself above another person and say that that person isn't allowed to make a mistake. The next time you try to point out another person's mistake, not in the act of correcting said mistake, but in the act of trying to put a spotlight on mistake and embarrass an individual. Think about that next time, because you will be held accountable for those words, whether you choose to or not, and those actions. And this basically falls inside of any religious belief that you might subscribe to. I didn't say anything that was only exclusive to whatever the belief it is that I might have. What I said is basically a universal law. So it's on you. How you decide that you're going to live your life. Just take those things into consideration when you think and when you act. God first. First think, will you do harm? After you decide or come to the conclusion that you will do no harm, will it be good? Will you be doing good? First think, am I going to be doing harm? When it comes to the conclusion that no harm is going to be done, then decide whether it's good to be done. It's not too hard. It's not too difficult. You know, people always want to make decisions based on just remember that person that you're believing all of those lies from, you're not gonna be held accountable for their words. You're gonna be held accountable for your words and actions. Just keep that in mind when you just blindly follow individuals that have very low character. Not because individuals are saying they have low character, not because they're in a bad situation so they're not able to come through every time that they're trying but they're not able to, but people who actually have low character. You know, people who are always speaking negatively about others. People who spend most of their time trying to make fun of others. How a person treats other people in front of you is how they treat you when you're not around. Take that into consideration when you watch these channels that don't do anything but put out negative propaganda about other people. Universal laws matter. With that being said, what y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. I'm just talking to y'all about universal laws right now. Them shits matter. A lot of us is all fucked up because we deal with people who don't subscribe to any of the universal laws, so it makes it hard for us to stick to them. It's like when you're in a relationship with somebody and you have a deeply religious family, and you're in a relationship with somebody who's like their religion is a lot of the things go opposite of what yours go. It's gonna be difficult. You understand what I'm saying? You can't serve two masters. Just remember that every time you decide that you're gonna do something negative to hurt somebody out of spite, remember you cannot serve two masters. Never forget that. People be out here doing evil and then they try to say that they're a good person, but they did evil for a good reason. You can't do evil for a good reason. You could do something for a good reason that causes side effects somewhere. Don't get it confused, but you can't do evil for a good reason. That's not possible. If you do evil, you will be held accountable for the evil. You probably are meant to do the evil. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it confused. You probably are meant to do that evil. I don't know God's plan. I don't know how close you are to God. But if your mission is to be out here doing evil, how close could you be to him? If your mission is to be out here speaking negatively about other people and trying to destroy other people's lives for whatever your reason could be, how close could you be to God? I don't see them saying anywhere in the Bible anything about doing things as such. In the Old Testament or the New Testament. So how close could you be to God? So if you following a person that's doing that, how close could you be to God? Just saying. This is just universal laws we're talking about. We're not even talking about anything that's religious. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose as y'all can obviously hear. What the hell is going on over this? Give me 1 second. that's one of the main reasons why I try to explain to people that I can never be racist or a bigot, because the simple way in which I think don't actually have me divide people through the boundaries of race or nationality or theological preferences. The way that I categorize people. Believe me, if you treat me well, I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna treat you as well as possible. But there are always people that come do things that you think that they're doing it for a good purpose, but they're actually doing it to fuck you over. So you always have to keep in mind. Sometimes you got to take those advances though, because you don't ever know. Sometimes it's meant for you to go to those things. Sometimes it's meant for you to go through certain bullshits. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. What time we got? It's 10:10, 90 minutes, it's an hour and a half. This is about where we want to be at. We want to start having the shows at about an hour and a half, so we're going to end the show right here. We will not be talking about the same thing that we've been talking about previously. Those topics are definitely dead and stale to me. We're going to be talking about something else, obviously, later today. We might go live a couple of times today. I'm not 100% sure. I am going to be releasing another verse today on Instagram. And if I can figure out a way to get some fucking internet onto my computer, I'm going to be uploading a video or two. Remember, we got COVID. I don't know if there's a place that I can go into and use the internet at. I seen somewhere on, I don't know if this, do you understand what I'm saying? So I have a problem getting my computer on the internet to upload videos right now. But we'll figure something out. Maybe we'll go live throughout the course of the day, a couple of videos here and there. With that being said, I love y'all. Please go do something productive today. Go win. Just go win. Go be productive. Go encourage somebody to be greatness. Because whenever we're helping somebody else be the best them that they can be in that moment, we being the best us that we could be. So go out there and be great. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bones, let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one.